All right, folks, if you want to know what Britain's future looks like, just glance across the channel, because France is already living the crisis we're sleepwalking into. In France, debt has spiralled to 114% of GDP. The government is paying 62 billion euros a year just in interest, more than Italy or Greece. And despite already having one of the highest tax burdens in the world, they still can't plug the gap. So what's the answer? Cuts, harsh ones, slashing pensions, scrapping public holidays, axing thousands of civil service jobs. It's being sold as necessary reform. But the French public, they're having none of it. Protests, mass strikes and no confidence votes have followed every single austerity move. France spends 57% of its GDP via the state, the highest in Europe. The result, debt, revolt and stagnation. But here's the uncomfortable truth, folks. The UK is already halfway there. Public debt has hit £2.74 trillion. Nearly 100% of GDP. That's the highest level since the 1960s. And borrowing in April alone hit £20.2 billion, a record. That's not just a bad month, that's systemic failure. Debt is one thing. Paying interest on it, that's the real killer. In 2023, the UK shelled out £116 billion just in interest payments. That's more than the entire education budget, more than defence. And guess what? As rates stay high, that bill only grows. We are literally paying bankers instead of teachers and nurses. Now you might say, well, Ellie, why don't we just raise taxes? Because they're already at a 70-year high. The UK tax burden is now 37% of GDP. And under Labour, it's going higher. Not by headline rises, but by stealth. Freezing thresholds. Hidden levies, pension squeezes. Sound familiar? It should. It's exactly what France did before it cracked. Here's where things get dicey. The UK's population is ageing fast. Pensions are protected by the triple lock and inflation has made them more expensive. By 2035, the IFS warns that pension costs could overtake the NHS budget. So either we cut support for older people or we cut everything else. And Labour? They've already U-turned on welfare cuts after backbenchers revolted. That doesn't bode well for fiscal discipline. Now, here's the kicker. Starmer wants to rearm Britain. His war-ready strategy has a £75 billion price tag over 5 years. So while we can't fund the NHS or fix potholes, we're committing billions to tanks, nukes and drone fleets. That's not budgeting, that's posturing. And like France, is driving the government to either borrow more or cut deeper. So here's the difference. France revolts. They hit the streets, burn tyres, block refineries. In Britain, we grumble on Facebook, but the system is breaking either way. Councils are going bankrupt. Police forces can't recruit. The NHS is on life support. This isn't just a funding crisis. It's a credibility collapse. And the only thing holding it all together is hope. Labour's now boxed in. Raise taxes, you kill growth. Cut spending, you face revolt. Borrow more, markets will punish you. Just like they punished Truss. Just like they're now punishing France. So what's the plan? Reeves won't say. Starmer can't risk the backlash. And the only people offering radical reform, well, you already know who they are. So are we on the same path as France? The numbers say yes. The politics say worse. We won't burn the streets. We'll just watch the system burn out. But you can do something. Stay informed. Share this video. Leave a comment with your thoughts. And if you're one of the many who's had enough of silence, subscribe to TruthCast UK. Because unlike the BBC, we don't do PR, we do reality. See you next time.